Chase Tree and Tractor Service with 25 years of experience in tree removal. Serving the Midcoast of Maine, licensed and insured Maine arborist, whether it's a pesky blowdown or a hard-to-get tree that needs removal. When you need an experienced professional, Jake Chase is the man for the job. Call 207-242-8961 or email him at chasetreeandtractorservice.jc@gmail.com.
LCTV is your nonprofit community media station. Please donate at lctv.org to keep us strong. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I've been holding in since the clock came Monday morning. From the end of the week, I'm bound to blow. Breeze walking through the honky-tonk like a pack of wolves now. Order of around drops and it's away.
Hey everybody, it's Wuzzup time. It's one of my favorite weeks of the year because we get letters to Santa. I'm Larry Sidelinger.
Larry, I submitted a letter to Santa, and I got upstaged by these kids.
Santa didn't hear the mayor of the mills who was calling out with...
It took 2 days.
Maybe you just haven't been that good, Bobby.
I composed this letter for 2 days. I had a dictionary out and everything.
Yeah. Have Sherry correcting your spelling?
No, I did it on my own, and I did it with spell check, and I can't believe these kids upstaged me.
Yeah, they did again. We got Dinah Day behind the camera. We got TV Toby here on the floor thinking it over, and we're these letters to the Santa. I mean, one of my favorites, Bobby, here was I want a truck. What was it? I want a truck. I want this, and I'd bring a sister too would be okay. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yep. I thought. But I think one of the coolest things that Lincoln News does at this time of year is all these letters to Santa and the a remote control Pokemon card and all kinds of stuff.
A little bit of honesty there.
Yeah, I need a new iPhone, skincare. I'm not even sure what squashmallows are.
Yeah.
Mini Pro. I don't even know what some of these toys are.
Right.
But thank you to that. These letters. If you want some just easy, fun reading, there you go, right there.
Imagine a 5 or 6 year old kid wanting skincare,
or an iPhone, no less.
Yeah. Right. So
I can understand the baby sister, maybe.
Yeah. Right.
Maybe.
Oh, it gets lonely.
Yeah.
It gets lonely in this day and
So,
age.
Bobby, let's talk about this AOS 93 consolidation.
Wow, Larry's got some inside information on it.
I don't understand. I mean, what I took this, the superintendent went and hired a consultant, did the study before approaching the school boards with the idea. I may have this wrong, but regardless, why do you go spend money that you don't need to spend without talking to your school boards? If this is a feasible idea, do you like this idea, and then hire a consultant and come in and do it? It's kind of like letting putting the cat before the horse.
Well, the school board, I mean, they read it in the paper just like you and I did.
Yeah.
And towns want control of their schools.
It's been that way, Bobby, since the beginning of time.
Towns take pride in their schools.
They do.
And they use the schools. Towns use the schools. And if you consolidate, you're not going to be able to have that kind of flexibility. So, I don't know. I think you're going to see this go by the wayside, right?
Yeah, you will. And if you don't think towns and communities take pride in their schools, go to one of these high schools this winter. Take a night and go to a basketball game. I don't care if it's Booth Bay or Lincoln or Madomic or Oceanside or Rockland. The place will be packed. People are proud of their kids. They're cheering them on. And there's spirit. There's some spirit there, and that's just, and they're so expensive. And once again, they're not listening to the community.
Right.
And that has always been the problem with administrations not listening to the people that make it happen.
And just recently we're hearing about how expensive it is to keep these schools up.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Well, just to keep a facility open.
Yeah.
We're fortunate enough to have Wendy Collette, who's the business manager and CFO up to Lincoln Academy, and so I hear her talk a little bit. It's a huge facility.
Yep.
Madomic's the same way, and their school is Booth Bay the same way. They have some issues, but it's big bucks, millions of dollars a year to keep that facility open, and the paychecks to keep it open.
Yep.
It's a big deal.
Speaking of keeping something open, King Row is open.
King Row is open.
King Row and Round Pond is open.
Now, the question begs, it's open. Have you been there yet?
No, I have not.
The man that gets around Lincoln County more than anybody else, and you haven't been to...
Well, you got now, I mean, Round Pond's happening in place now.
It is.
You got King Row is open. You got a wine bar down there. You could spend...
You spend like half a day down there.
Yeah, at least. At least 3 hours.
If my buddy Denny and Paul are not playing down on the lobster dock, I'm probably not going down.
Right. So Sean Fleming is our character account.
I didn't realize he was from around here.
Yeah, and he married Linda Blanchard, and so they went to the University of Michigan together.
Yeah,
and but his schedule. I mean, can the guy touch any more bases?
Gee whiz, he's all over the place.
Yeah, he really is.
And I think she is the director of my friend Claire Summers, the Choral Society up here.
She definitely is a director.
Yeah.
I know she directs two.
Yeah, and I think that's the
two
one.
choruses, but Sean plays in about 8.
Yeah.
8 different groups.
Huh?
So...
Suppose you want to back up a wannabe guitar player? I haven't put a band together.
Yeah.
I just watched the John Belushi documentary the other day.
Yeah.
What an incredibly talented, tortured soul.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
But anyway.
So we got some apartments being proposed, the old Howard and Bowie building there. This gal by the name of Lady Suarez Freaker, she purchased these. That's a beautiful building. I remember when they were building.
Well, yeah,
it's supposed to be gorgeous building.
That would be a beautiful place, beautiful apartment. Yeah. But they're not talking about very big places.
No,
500 square feet or something.
They're talking like 500 square feet.
270 for 500. Studio apartments, 270 square feet. That ain't very big, Bobby.
And how many, Larry? It was like 11
or 12 of them.
11 year-round apartments, and so that could be 20 cars. Where are you going to put 20 cars? So they thought the planning board's telling them, you have to park in the back parking lot, so that puts stress on that. And,
well, they don't necessarily own if they're going to go behind the Bangor Savings. The bank owns that. That ain't going to happen.
No, right. They're talking about the public parking.
In the public parking. Yeah. And that's already pretty much full from those apartments on the other side of the street.
And then you got some certain area that Fernald owns. So
Fernald owns, he owns a parking space there too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You get about 7 cars in there.
Be interesting. Not to say, I mean, we wouldn't love to see, 10 or 11 people have a place to live that's affordable. But this book buddy there, this over in Wiscasset, they set this thing up. It's called a Book Buddy program, and so they take its teachers. 4th grade teacher Becky Hollowell. She went to a convention that was held in Columbus, Ohio. It was a National Council of Teachers of English. And she brought this Book Buddy program, so it's a younger kid teaming up with an older kid, and they
kind of a little bit like a mentor program.
Yeah. So anyway, very well received there in Columbus, Ohio, at the convention.
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you who pretty happy down in South Bristol. It sounds like they
got a full house. I mean, where are they keeping all these people down there?
Well, it's 3 new people down there. Sounds like that team is ready to go to work.
That talks about starting from scratch. They got,
Well, tip of the cap to Robert Clifford and
they plugged away. They took it on the chin.
Yeah.
They started from scratch. They hired
Adam Rice
people.
and Robert and Bruce Farron, that all put that together in a pretty short period of time. Mm-hmm. I know hiring candidates how tough that can be. And,
sure.
So good for them.
All this, they got a community solar farm. They got a 15-month delay over there because CMP has to do a study that it's supposed to last well into next year, and the planning board extended a permit for the project.
Yeah, 15 months they've been waiting for that solar farm from CMP. That's inexcusable in my book.
Yeah.
Over a year to do a study.
What do you got to study?
What do you got to study?
Yeah.
I'm not convinced these solar farms are the answer anyway, because there's tons of them around, Bobby, but my light bill continues to go up. So where's all this extra
right.
electricity going? I'm sure they'll give you an argument on that. So that's page 1, folks. We did that all in 9 minutes. So
Well,
that's
the
pretty
big
good.
deal is on page 2 is the belt from Lincoln Academy has been shipped, packaged, shipped,
Yep.
ready to go. It's going to Ohio.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
going to Ohio. But according to the article here, that it was pulled off of there just in time. All the bolts that were holding the belt were totally rusted.
Yeah.
So they're saying, luckily, it weighed so much.
Welcome to living on the coast of Maine.
Yeah, so they're
we
saying
do have rust.
It weighed so much that it didn't move. So the got a pumpkin raffle winner. Nice picture of my buddy Jack Vessery.
Do you know him, do you?
Yeah, I know.
I thought he looks familiar, but I can't.
That's Minda Gold's husband.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, Jennifer Cahill, Southport Island, she won the Peace Gallery raffle drawing. And Veggies at Table, more press for Veggies at Table.
She's made it a goal to be in the paper every week.
Yeah. I think that's probably Erica's mission every week.
It is.
Get in the paper every week. Not actually.
Well, they're all submitted articles, so she's putting it in.
Yeah, so it's not.
Well, she's figured out how to get free advertisement.
Yeah.
With a story.
Yeah. So
Good for her.
anyway, the Wiscasset students from the well, I don't know if they're all high school. It looks like they're younger kids,
Yeah,
but they performed at the town tree lighting on December 2nd. That's there it is, 4th grade through 12th grade.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
They have Wacky Wednesday over there. We have Wacky Wednesdays here at LCTV.
Yeah.
You know, getting ready for Wuzzup on Thursday. That's,
Yeah,
you know,
right. So
that's crazy.
anyway, the Santa was over there Friday, December 1st, and
Oh, I wanted to report on that Santa deal that the Chamber did down at
Yeah.
Lincoln Theater.
Yeah.
Packed house.
Oh, yeah.
Kids loved it.
yeah.
More popcorn on the floor than they've ever seen
Yeah.
at any one time in the history of Lincoln Theater.
Right.
The place was just like a snow of the floor looked like snow was on it.
Right. Well, anyway, the got a funny Santa story. We had, I was president of the chamber years ago, and they had we had Santa. Santa was coming to the Lincoln Theater like he always does, and he got a flat tire on Bristol Road. So he started
No
walking.
sleigh had tires.
Yeah, well, so he got a flat tire. His sleigh was tied up. So anyway, he borrowed a car and he got a flat tire. But anyway, he's walking down Bristol Road, and Mark Hovey, who was here years ago, he sees him and he knows the schedule. So he picks him up and he throws him in the back. And he says to this day, his kids are in their 40s, and he says he never ever forgot the kids in the backyard, in the back of the van, going, "Santa, I want a bike. It's got to be red."
We had, captured audience of the Santa Claus there. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, we got another page here. That was a great story, Abden Simmons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, Abden's he's been
worked
working.
hard.
He's been a hard worker his whole life.
Yeah.
Yep, he
Yeah, I knew his dad. And,
Doesn't know any different.
Doesn't, that's,
Yep.
Yeah. I knew the family, and, yeah.
The
he has a lot to be proud of.
Waldeboro Lions, they honored a well-deserved teacher, retired teacher, Jeanette Acorn, and she taught a few years. She graduated from Farmington State College in 1952.
Used to be Farmington State Teachers College.
Yep. December 17th, Waldo's going to have a free movie and hot chocolate over there. They're going to show the Polar Express.
Yeah. Billy Maxwell started his What Is It contest again over at Waldeboro Historic. What is that, Bob?
Well, whatever it is, it's rusted.
It's rust. We ought to send Billy over the ansse of that. It's
Billy
rust. I don't know what it is, but there's rust on it.
He should put some clues in there.
Yeah, there's
because
no clues.
nobody's going to get that.
No. Not unless you from the historical society.
Billy, you could at least say it's rusty. As a clue. But U.S. Marshals you getting any phone scams?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, if I get a call, one of these guys, I know in 20 seconds if it's a scam.
Absolutely.
So anyway,
when they can't pronounce my name, or they say Mr. Lawrence,
yeah,
I go right there, because nobody calls me that, and not many call me Mister. So
yeah, but I've learned how to make an unpleasant situation into a very comedic situation.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I play with these people like
Sometimes-
they're hanging up on me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a challenge to see who hangs up first.
Yeah. That's my goal. When I get a scam call, my goal in life is to get them to hang up on me.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, shoot.
boy, Bristol, they're getting another thing. You know, you talk about how things are expensive. Transfer stations are not cheap.
Nope.
Yep. So Bristol's got to have a special town meeting to transfer some funds over to the transfer station, and so that's going to it's going to be an ongoing thing.
That good picture, Chad Hanna. Huh?
Yeah, Chad.
He looks at all business. Short sleeve shirts, probably wearing shorts in the middle of winter time. Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to turn the page, Bobby. I want to get the letters to the editors.
Yeah.
You know.
Almost going to increase their deputy clerk pay. They're trying to attract some more qualified people. And Whitefield's still talking to Delta Ambulance about their ambulance situation. So, anyway, they actually, the editorial this week, you touched a little bit on it, how kudos to the South Bristol Selectmen on their persistence on
They did a good job.
Yep.
Glenn's got a good picture again. Snow's here. The old snow shovel. Get it out.
Amended winter parking in Wiscasset. Now, it looks like it's the call of the public. They can park if there's no snow. But anyway, if you got snow and your car's on the street, you might get into a little tow charge. But
Does happen.
and the Given Tree gift due date reminder. LCYMCA, they give out envelopes, and you can pick them up at Mia Sheer Perfection, Blush Boutique, Louis Doe's, Bread and the Bone, Revive Salon, Skincare, and at the Y. And Karen Ann Hager will set you up with a envelope with a description of people who are in a little bit of need for Christmas. So I've got my envelope, and so it gives you a description of who you're going to be buying for. So we've got a structure fire over there in Dresden, might have a little suspicious tone to it. So
well, as we filmed this is the anniversary of Pearl Harbor today.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Big story in here.
Yeah.
Don Leprino.
Yep. My friend Charlie Hedrick passed away. He lived up there on Belvedere Road.
At first I thought he might be in relation to our Charlie Hedrick.
No.
But Charlie was Herrick, not Hedrick.
Correct.
Right.
And so anyway, I was actually at my friend Jeannie Davis's last night for a little while, and there's this guy, Rick Miller. The Carpenter's Boat Shop has these Zoom lectures, and this guy, Rick Miller, is an authority. Well, he's a sailing guy, but he's been all over the South Pacific, and I'm dying to go to the South Pacific.
You are?
I'm dying to go there. So anyway.
Why'd you show South Bristol and call it good enough? That's South. You know?
I'm trying to get my wife to go to South Portland. So anyway, she's
Yeah.
ooh, this is not pretty. A truck collided with a UPS truck.
Yeah, it's down in the Bristol Road there.
Yeah, totaled the truck.
Yeah.
Yep. So
I know a guy by the name of Rick Miller too, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we had a Red
quite
Sox.
Quite a guitar player.
Oh, we had a Red Sox player, Rick Miller.
We did, yeah.
Yeah. And Whitefield Selectman, the select board chair is Lester Schaefer, and he's calling it quits for his political career. He's not going to be running for a 3-year term on the select board. So there's a valuable position in Whitefield that's going to be available. And the National Wreath Across America tour is going to be stopping in Damariscotta.
Next Saturday.
Yep, and it's going to be at the American Legion. It's going to be at the
No, it's going to be at the Hillside Cemetery.
Hillside Cemetery, right? So,
But not all those trucks are going to be going down that road.
No.
Yeah, we got to turn the page here, Bobby. Time's slipping away from us here.
Yeah, so South Bristol School, they're having the holiday craft fair. Santa Claus showed up. There's a picture of Kayla Wright and her daughter Penelope. She's 3.5. That's a great age, 3.5.
Yeah, Laurie put a picture in here about digging the town well in 1908. Didn't know Round Pond had a town well.
Yeah.
But you could learn something every day.
1908, that wasn't Walter Gallant, was it?
No.
Okay, Laurie, you need more information. We need to know who drilled the well.
Well,
in
H.H. Chamberlain.
Okay. There you go. How about our buddy Adam St. Cyr? He cannot get enough trophies for wrestling. He was
another one, didn't he?
Yeah, he got an award for outstanding wrestler. He won it at the Westlake Memorial Wrestling Tournament, which was held in Bath. And boy, he's growing up. I remember I had him in here with a couple of his trophies. He could hardly pick them up. He was about 6 years old. Now he's in the 132-pound class. Getting big.
Still winning, too.
Adam. He's getting big. He's growing up.
Now, if you're a basketball fan, I found this was pretty interesting. They've eliminated the 1-on-1 foul shot at high school level. And they've got designated spots now on the sidelines where you take the ball out of bounds.
Yep.
Which, I wonder why they did that.
Yeah.
It's
good to see that the bus line league is up and running and continuing, because that's a great age to keep these kids active.
It was a great league. It's a great league for kids.
It really is. Yeah. Folks, you ever?
Both boys, Manomic and Lincoln Academy, have played very, very well preseason.
Mm-hmm.
Lincoln is just going to be tough.
Mm-hmm.
The Hager boy, Gabe Hager, he can put up 35 like he did the other day. And
his brother Jacoby's a wrestler.
No, he's a cousin, I think.
Cousin.
Yeah.
He's wrestling at 175-pound weight class. I mean,
he's only like a sophomore. I met him last spring, last fall, last summer when they were working on the chamber building there, and I said. He's introduced himself, and I said, "Oh, you must be like a senior." He laughed. He's going to be a freshman. Maybe he's going to be a freshman, either a freshman, whatever. And I was like, "Holy smokes!"
Yeah.
I said, "You want to wrestle?" And he just kind of grinned. He probably whooped me.
Lincoln Academy girls basketball, they seem promising. They beat Boothbay pretty handily, 43-27.
Yeah.
And
what's going to be interesting in Wiscasset, I'm really worried about what's going to happen in Wiscasset this year.
As far as
the boys' basketball, the sports teams are in tough shape. They really need to combine Boothbay and Wiscasset together, and then they'll have some numbers to pick from, and teams will continue.
How about this Boothbay, their regional youth football team?
They did well.
They were undefeated this year. So, anyway, they had a nice little celebration.
And they did the award ceremony at the Eddy School. I thought that was interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Folks, don't forget the gingerbread
That's coming up.
spectacular. That's going to be December 15th and 17th. Not this weekend, the weekend after. And Friday through Sunday. It's going to be at the historic Boothbay Opera House.
Yeah, and you got nothing else to do on Sunday. The rest of Hinges is going to play down in New Harbor.
Yep.
2 o'clock at the Methodist
and
Church.
They got their new steeple.
Yeah, I think now they're trying to pay for it.
Yep.
Now they're trying to pay for it. Yeah. Well, Bobby, we did the first section. That's pretty good for us.
Yep.
To get through one whole section. We get sidetracks quite often here.
Well, you know, no need of it either.
No, not really.
You know, the Lincoln Academy robotics team, that's getting more and more popular every year.
It is.
And they had they competed in the, it's a robotics team competes in they call it a tournament? What do you call that, Larry? But anyway, they're going to be up at Worcester Polytech Institute.
They called it a tournament, so we probably ought to call it a tournament.
I don't know. I could call it
we shouldn't call it a gathering if they call it a tournament.
Well, you can call it a competition. But on this holiday rail adventure over there, they had...
Oh, shoot.
You haven't been on that ride. That's a nice ride.
No, I haven't. I've been on a ride, but not that one, I guess.
Yeah, train. They got a whole track all set up through the woods.
Yeah, I'd like to go on that.
Yep. No, it's nice. Bring your grandchildren. They'd be all over that.
Yeah. Christmas party for the kids down in Bremen on this Saturday.
Yeah, how about
the firehouse?
How about the, I'm going to try to Hutchcraft Farm in Jefferson, Maine, and the woman by the name of Lee Hutchcraft, she donated the land to Midcoast Conservancy, Forever Wild, she's calling it, and it's a 55-acre conservation easement.
Yeah.
55 acres.
55 acres come off the tax
Yeah.
pay. Another 55 acres that people have collected tax towns.
In Edgecombe, they got a big job ahead of them. They're planning the 250th anniversary of the town of Edgecombe, and they got a hotshot planning committee over there, and they just had a meeting, and so that'll be coming up. And it's going to be July, and it's going to be this summer. It's going to start it's going to start around May, and different events, and
big party coming up down to YMCA. They're going to do a volunteers coordinator thing down there.
And the Youth Cross Country Clinic, that's going to be starting January 6th. That's a good deal, folks. The kids can rent their equipment there. They get lessons and they learn, and it's for $70. You can
That's
get
cheap money.
Yeah, I mean $70. You can get a complete cross country package and lessons. So
Good stuff.
Whitefield Library, they're ramping up their stuff. They got a story time going on December 15th. It's the library. Now, that was restored. That's the old Cooper's Mills.
Bob, before we run out of time, we wanted the Oysterhead Pizza Company. They're going to stay open late on Friday nights, like till midnight. So you can buy a pizza. Yeah,
oh
something
my
like
God,
that.
I'm in heaven.
Yeah, 8 to midnight
Because
on
normally
Friday nights.
Normally you go by there at 6 o'clock and they're closed.
Yeah. They're going to stay open till midnight.
Wow. Well, it's become more people are hanging out there.
Yeah.
He serves beer and wine.
Yeah.
And, of course, he's got a good product.
And they got
there.
passed tonight over the Waldoboro Inn on Wednesday night, I think it is.
I think it's Monday night.
Monday night, is it?
Yeah.
Whatever. I know some night over there. Just keep going until you find out what night it is.
Yep.
That about wraps it up, Bobby. We
What
gotta
you
say
do
goodbye.
is you just drive around until you see something that's open.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of the way we operate anyway. It's the way we fly. Folks, we've just about done it. Another Wuzzup. You got your Christmas shopping started?
Oh, is that coming up?
Well, we did Thanksgiving.
Well, a lot of people have major depression because Stars is closed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm one of them.
Yeah.
Folks, we thank you for watching. It's been a lot of fun. I'm Larry Sidelinger. And don't forget, next Sunday we got the Elton John concert at 2 o'clock, Lincoln Theater. Great show. We got some more stuff after that. Make great Christmas presents for concert tickets.
Yep.
Bobby, you got plans for the weekend? Just more of the same. Stay warm.
Yep.
Stay dry.
Yep. So
I'm Larry Sidelinger. He's Bobby Whear. We got Dinah Dave behind the camera. We got old TV Toby. He's ready to rock and roll. We'll see you next time. Be safe out there. Have a good time, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.
LCTV is your nonprofit community media station. Please donate at lctv.org to keep us strong. Thank you.
Chase Tree and Tractor Service with 25 years of experience in tree removal. Serving the mid-coast of Maine, licensed and insured Maine arborist, whether it's a pesky blowdown or a hard-to-get tree that needs removal. When you need an experienced professional, Jake Chase is the man for the job. Call 207-242-8961 or email him at chasetreeandtractorservice.jc@gmail.com.